Speaking of jumping into things, let's jump into Image in the 90s. Image in the 90s. All right, we're talking about Youngblood number 7. And I know we used to do these 90s bits and everybody was like, oh man, what Wolverine book are we going to talk about? What cool book from the 90s? And I know we've been going on Youngblood for a while, but we're nearing the end. So we're talking about Youngblood number 7. I really did like the first 5 issues of Youngblood, but I thought 6 was a step up. And we got that team returning, though we have Danny Mickey being joined by Jonathan Sabal on the inking. I can't remember. Was he on the last issue? Anyway, Rob Liefeld, creator, pencils, and story. Eric Stevenson, the current publisher of Image, doing the script and editing this book. Danny Mickey and Jonathan Sabal on the inks. Kiko Takanashi on the coloring. Levels above digital coloring for 1994, right? This book was promised after a long delay. They finally came out with Youngblood number 6. This book was promised the next month. They delivered it. Kurt Hathaway on the lettering. Let's dive in. It starts off with Shaft in front of in his tidy whities, in front of an open refrigerator. A very big refrigerator, by the way. If you look in there, there's a hamburger with like 2 bites taken out of it. Like, what the fuck is that about? I am pleased to know, though, that their soda... Well, I was going to say their soda is in the fridge, but their beer is in the door of the fridge. And actually, that's where you want to put your beer, in the fridge to get the proper temperature. But I just noticed upon closer inspection, that's V8. Anyway, Shaft starts eating all this food. He's trying to talk himself out of it. And then he's eating, and then all of a sudden he's super fat, and everybody in Youngblood's laughing at him. And he wakes up, and it's just a dream. He's there with his hot girlfriend. He's still jacked. He fell asleep. He apparently had too many enchiladas that night and dreamed, and that's his big fear is being ridiculed for being fat, I guess. Maybe that's Rob Liefeld's insecurities coming out. Then we cut to a ski lift in a skiing resort, and Badrock is out there skiing. So we get one of those centerfold kind of big things, and it's Badrock having fun out there. And yes, they call him Badrock now because we can't call him Bedrock, and I think that's silly because Bedrock's literally a frickin' thing. Like Flintstones, you got, come on. It's an actual thing. Like, so like, I can't call something Cloud. I can't say the word Cloud. Clouds are things, so is Bedrock. Anyway, Badrock is out there just having some time, having some fun, enjoying himself because he has now been overtaken as of the last issue as the most popular member of Youngblood because now it's Troll, and we'll get to that. So he's talking with his agent, and they're having fun. They're doing their thing. He's schmoozing it up with some fans, signing autographs and whatnot, and they're having a decent enough time. Then we switch to Youngblood headquarters. We're in the last issue. We got introduced to some new characters, a new iteration of Youngblood, including Troll. And BJ Troll here is the new popular member of Youngblood, overtaking Badrock's reputation. And what a fun, weird page here, y'all. First of all, the shower's got bricks behind it, like straight up bricks. So I guess that's nice. It's a nice shower, I guess. This dude nude in the shower. Like, Rob Liefeld is giving it his all, I guess. I don't know, man. This is some weird shit going on here, man. Like, there's some proportions. That goes straight from abs to, like, no dick to, like, the fucking quadriceps. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But there's something interesting about it, I guess. He comes out of the shower, and the dude who works for the president, who's putting together this new Youngblood team, he's there, just shows up, be like, you better get your shit together. Like, bro, just like, calm down. At one point, Troll's even like, are you a pervert, bro? Get out of here. Meanwhile, we get Nightsaber. He's from Australia, and he's got this do-rag shit going on. He's just trying to get those waves going, I guess. I don't know. He's basically in Youngblood's danger room, talking about how they're wasting all this money on all this equipment to help train him. And his power is he can take aggression and fuel it into energy blasts. And that's an interesting enough power. Really dumb design on the character. But there's something going on. In the last issue, he really wanted to show out to Shaft. And in this one, we get a little bit more about that. What's going on with this Nightsaber from Melbourne, Australia? Meanwhile, Shaft tells him they got to go help the Youngblood team that Die Hard was leading. In the last issue, we saw them go on a mission. Apparently, they're down. This is crossing over with like Team Youngblood and these other Youngblood books that I have not read. So there are elements of this where I'm starting to feel lost to the outer world, but those books are easy to find. Meanwhile, we cut back to Badrock. He's skiing. He gets knocked down. He looks up. He goes, "You!" And in comes Overkill. I love this Rob Liefeld Overt-Kill right here. Fantastic. It reminds me of that video that he did with Todd where they allegedly created Overkill on the spot, right? But I don't know. I really like this. Once again, not much room for any kind of junk down there. But that's Rob Liefeld. Everybody wears these tight-ass pants. But I really like this Overkill. But what is up with Rob Liefeld in this era where he's giving everybody this weird, I don't know, like headset collar thing? What the fuck is that, man? Like, Dutch has that. Other characters have it. It's really weird. Anyway, so this fight's about to erupt between Overkill and Badrock. And apparently we've already had this fight happen previously in some other book. Then we get this nice centerfold spread. I think that this looks awesome. It looks awesome on the page. Then another centerfold. Just a big slam bang fight. This is what we are here for. And just being Badrock versus Overkill, it works, and I like it. So we're keeping on, kill, 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 dynamic, kinetic artwork, and Badrock's starting to get the shit kicked out of him, and it unleashes something inside of him, and it makes him really mad, and he levels the fuck up. And then at the end here, it says, to be continued. Where? In Team Youngblood number 11. What the fuck? First of all, what the hell is going on in Badrock's crotch? Those wrinkles and folds should not work that way. But what the hell? I gotta now find Team Youngblood number 11 before I read Youngblood number 8? What the hell? That shit pisses me off. That being said, then we get this little epilogue here, a post-credit sequence, if you will. There's Chapel wearing that damn collar headset thing. And he's like, I'm tired of being Jason Wynn's lackey. I'm tired of being Al Simmons' lackey. Next issue, Spawn, enough said. I think this is a tie-in to when he goes and confronts Spawn and Spawn peels his fucking face off. Which I liked. I read that. That was cool. Notice that Chapel's guns look like spaceships to me. But the energy's still there. The coloring is still there. It's still a fun book, but there is no narrative. There's no thread. There are things tying it in together. But this one is mostly just a jumble of some subplots and Badrock fighting Overkill and then tying into Team Youngblood number 11. I guess we gotta pump that book's numbers up a little bit. But there's the physical artifact right there. We also got Youngblood Strike File number 5. I do have the first couple issues of Strike File because that's got some Jay Lee shit. But yeah, actually a really good book, a really good artifact, great paper quality, especially for its time. Great computer coloring. The colors, the shading on it, the way that it molds it, it works so well. This is actually a well put together comic. Rob Liefeld stuff is looking good. Ever since he brought in Danny Mickey as there's that weird ass page. What's going? Look how tiny his legs are. He doesn't even really, his knees go straight to his lower calf. It's so weird. There's some shit missing. There's like a whole area. There's a whole groin area missing. I don't know. Then you get a little ass shot of Troll right there. I don't know if you noticed that. The book's well put together. It's glossy paper, but not super glossy. There's still room for these colors to dive in there. And even though we're doing digital coloring, and digital coloring was kind of sloppy in this day in 1994, this is the best it looked for a long time, to be honest with y'all. And they're using a paper that has that shine, but it's also able to absorb these more complex colors and all this ink. That's a great... Bro, if I would have read that when I was like 13, 14, I don't know. That probably would have got into... I didn't really get into Rob Liefeld till his Captain America run. So y'all just wait till we do his Captain America run. Don't worry, it's not just going to be Liefeld in the 90s all the way through, but we're getting there. We're getting pretty close to that. And yeah, Badrock's getting mad. Look at the coloring there. And it still is applying appropriate color theory. Things are popping. Things are standing out. I don't know what's going on with the crotch there. That looks like a Mike Deodato back. But anyway, I really want to see Badrock in the rest of this fight, but I got to get a fucking Team Youngblood number 11. And there's the last bit with Chapel. We know where that goes. And San Diego Comic-Con's coming soon. Rob Liefeld's going to be there with the Extreme team. Anyway, it's a fun book. I'll give it 3.5. You digs. What do you think about Rob Liefeld? What do you think about Youngblood? What do you think about Image in the 90s?